Hey mamas, it's Mariana, and I wanted to share with you a little story about yesterday and mini meltdown that I had, and the awareness that I got to that having ease with pregnancy and anywhere else in your life for that matter is a choice. And it's a choice that we each have to make individually. And I thought I was choosing ease all the way, and it turns out I was not. So what happened yesterday basically was I've been in the search for a doctor because I just moved from California to Ohio, and I'm 18 weeks pregnant. And so it's been a bit of a trip getting healthcare and finding the doctor. But I found a doctor that I liked, and the hospital that I liked that fit all the criteria I wanted, and had the water birth and the midwives and the cord clamping and everything beautiful that I had wanted, and decided that this was going to be right for me and my body and the baby, and it was just going to be perfect. And I called to make an appointment with the OBGYN, and it turned out that she didn't take patients beyond 10 weeks, that it was too late, and they considered me high risk. And not because of any of my history, just because I'm 18 weeks. And so they considered me high risk, and so they passed me on to a clinic. Now, I was devastated when I was passed on to the clinic. And all this emotion came up about overwhelm and how I've been working so hard and doing everything, and I can't believe this. And I really felt powerless and not a choice, and just downtrodden, just completely beaten down after. And it had been hours I've been on the phone. I mean, just passed around from the office to office, so I'm sure you know how it is. And so after all this, I was just felt completely stressed out, and my husband actually asked me a very important question. He said, "Okay, well, I know you're upset, but what does your body say?" And so when I tapped into my body, which is actually different from like my head, right? So my head is like, "This is horrible. I'm so stressed out. I can't believe this. What am I gonna do? This is not what I want," right? Some random clinic. When I actually tapped into my body was like, "It's totally fine. Like, you're gonna be fine. I'm totally fine with this clinic. Everything's good." And it was like, okay. And so when I talk to my body, for me, there's really no dispute at that point. It's like, okay, my body's saying it's gonna be fine. So really, it's just all the decisions that I have made and all the judgments of what's good and right and wrong and bad and everything. So he also asked me a second key question, which was, are you truly willing to have ease with this pregnancy, Mariana? And I wanted to say yes. My head wanted to say yes. Of course, who doesn't want ease? Duh. But when I actually looked at the energy, the answer was no. And what I mean by looking at the energy is just what's really behind it. Like, if you didn't have to pretend to anybody or even yourself, like, if you have to be honest with yourself, are you truly willing to have ease? And I got no. I was not willing to have ease, and I couldn't believe it. And so how does it get better than that? Because once you have awareness of where you're blocked or where you're unwilling to receive something, you can change it. So it's awesome. So it's awesome when you find those spaces of, wow, I'm not willing to have ease here, or wow, I'm just not willing for this to go the way it's supposed to go. So how does it get better than that? So then all I did was I let go of all the points of views, all the judgments I didn't even know I had about trying to get it right and perfect. I just let it all go. And once I did, the space just completely opened up, like relaxation in my body. Everything's gonna be okay. What else is possible? So once you have that space, you can suddenly become aware of all the other possibilities around you. But when we're locked into this is the story, this is the way, this is how it has to go, then we're blinded. We have tunnel vision. We can only see one option, and that's the option that we have our mindset on. So once I open up that space, relax, and okay, just willing to let it go, I actually called Dr. Hawthorne, my partner in Pregnancy with Ease, and told her the situation, and she actually gave me a couple of amazing options I had never even considered. So how does it get even better than that? So I just want to leave you with this tonight. If you ask yourself, are you truly willing to have ease with this pregnancy? I leave you with that, and I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.